All right, our opponent took a little while to show up here, but we are at round one. Opponent is kept on the play, and we're going to keep on the draw. Sounds great. Assuming we find another land. All right, showing off of the plains. So having an Eldrazi in hand is pretty good against a white deck because they're probably going to look to choke and restraints or something at some point, and we will be able to still get a little value off our creature. I did not mean to do the exclamation point. Just got too excited. Apologize, everyone at home, for my actions. We are going to need to find another land here, but I believe in our deck.
I mean, we have 3 shots at it, so.
Yeah. 2 shots, really. But
well, 2 shots now. We had 3 shots when we got the hand.
no, saw our shot, and we took it. Wish this was a Bloodbriar. Both are in our deck, though, so it's not like a cost here. But I think leading off Weaver Lightning and having this up could lead to a pretty cool play. I think I'm going to play the 3/3 out, though. Let's get aggressive. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better.
Yep, I agree.
Definitely want to play a red card out while I can. It looks like I might be tight on red mana this game, but we'll see. Trade 1 for 3 probably. Be interested to see if he attacks here. Guess he probably will. I think his turn is likely to be another 3 drop. If he attacks in, he can't like offer a block because I've got the explosive apparatus here. All right, couple lines. I could just go ahead and blow up his Dawn Grift and attack. That leaves him with a block on the Desperate Sentry, makes a 3/2 behind.
I mean, why would you do it before? Why don't you just wait to see if he double blocked or even triple blocked?
Yeah, but it's going to kind of force. So the reason I'm saying that is it forces my hand to do it. Just want to make sure it's something I want to do. Make sure that's how I want to spend my mana on my turn if I'm going to do that. Because if I blow it up now, then I'm a lot more likely to just get the 3 damage in if that's something I want to do. So it's something to consider. It's probably not going to change his behavior regardless of what I do.
I mean, if he just doesn't block at all, though, we get to advance our board, so. Then we get the 3 damage in.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's play the Weaver of Lightning out here.
Whoa, why would we not? Why don't we just play the Graphimal?
So I have a blocker here for his flying thing as well.
Yeah, but he's going to bring in both his guys anyways.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I'm also I have the mana open too. Like I can bluff a few things here pretty well. Like it's not a clear cut. Well, that's going to end that. But
I think the Graphimal, I mean, I wouldn't have worked out here, but I think it was just better in general. It keeps the 3/2 back. But,
ooh,
yeah, it's not going to actually matter.
that's interesting. Don't think that's correct. I think he's just going to attack in. I mean, it should give him some pause. Like I can block this off here, like Galvanic Blast this thing, and he like loses 2 things. But nope, he's just gonna say you don't have it, and unfortunately we don't. But at least we get the free block on the 3/2 here. Save another point of damage. So many ways to blow him out there. It's actually a little upsetting. That was just I mean, He's welcome to play it however he wants, but it did not feel optimal.
I think you just scrap mole, and you can incinerate flow if you want, but I don't care if you do.
I don't really want to flow this turn. Just keep the man open. There's nothing on this board. I feel like I have to clear right now. So, like, even if he puts like a 2/2 enchantment on this, the Lunarch Mantle, like I could still get it down with this. Like this is 4 points on board. So like perfect. I can still take this down. Seems much better to keep hold this. One card in hand.
It's like 1.5. He does have a clue.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm literally just thinking of Strength of Arms right now. I think I'm taking 2 here. I need to be able to get this thing off the board, I think.
Yeah, well, you can always expose the apparatus, the 2/2, and then
I
you can
can.
get.
It's 3 mana.
I know. Well, that's
Next
why I
turn.
want you to tap.
Sure, but I mean, I think the question right now is do we block or not?
Oh, I would block.
If he has Strength of Arms, though, man, I mean, it's his last card. It's really the only thing that makes this. I mean,
All right, well, then don't block. Doesn't matter.
I'm going to take it. I think the game theory analysis of risk reward is just too wretched for us if that goes poorly. I guess. Yeah, this way if he has Strength of Arms, we still get it with the Explosive Apparatus, so. Start off here. I'm kind of hoping he has Strength of Arms. For no other reason than I want to feel sweet. Just taking some time to think about it. Not obviously it's not as good of a tell online as it would be in person, because you just don't know. Could have gone up to go feed his cat, so you can't ever quite be sure what they're thinking or if they're even thinking. But I think it's still possible he has it and just realized that it wouldn't really make sense. So I have to decide here. I think I'm going to get an attack in. Well, yeah, I'm gonna attack in with the 2/4.
Why?
Because I'm gonna play Blackwood Survivalist. I think it's.
Okay.
I think that's gonna hold it back. So we do get into the dance again. If he does have Strength of Arms, then I gotta use this to kill that. I don't have, but he doesn't have a way to punch.
Yeah, it's fine. Get
Yeah,
in there.
it's fine. It's fine. I just making sure.
I mean, if he double blocks.
If he double blocks, I might just let it happen. I'm more worried about blocking than pump. But again, I can deal with that on board. Yep, no blocks. And we'll advance our board. The other option is to keep mana open and then, set up the block and just brick him for the turn. But I'd rather get in some damage and still be relatively ahead here. Does get to crack back for 3, but I think in the long run it's going to work. All right. I do take a little bit of a hit here. Probably just drew that. Let's bring the team. Let's back to 1/2. Don't know why. All right. I am going to block the 3/2 this time. If he has a trick this time, it's fine. Does not. Okay. Probably doesn't even have it in his deck. I don't know. If I were him, I would have cracked Clue first. So, mana short of doing what I want to do. But we can sacrifice this and keep Apparatus open.
That's what I want to do. So
Yep.
Yep.
We're going to start with an attack. Well, what I want to do is cast Sandkeeper and hit a Heartswarm. And just like we said at the start of this, get to do sweet thing of still getting some value off our creature even after he uses a spell. Hopefully we do not get Ironclad Slayered here. That would be unfortunate. we were certainly going to cast this turn, regardless of what else he did, just because of that ability. But all right, that is not an Ironclad Sayer. I will allow it. Ugh. All right. Not really any one toughness things for me to pick off here. Yeah, I think I'm probably just going to have to go ahead and pick this off here then in turn.
Feels correct.
Yeah, it's just too good to leave around. Ooh, that's a reasonable draw. Alright, so how can we attack? Could attack with a 4/4. It lets him double block the Desperate Citric Eldrazi Heart. It's kind of free for him, and we trade that off. Probably not good enough.
Yeah, but then we get a 4/4. Like we're following up with another 4/4.
Yeah. And he still has a Sentry behind. Can we attack
I'm
with
fine
a
keeping it
2/4? We
back.
can attack with. I think we can attack.
Well, the other reason I think it's fine is because we're never gonna we don't have to attack because we have Keswick Prowler. So the next few turns are flip, and then we can just attack and he can't double block.
Do you like Prowler and flip this turn, or do you want to play both creatures out? I lean towards both creatures. It's close, because, like, yes, I want to get on that plan, but, like...
He's got no cards in hand. I'm fine if you want to empty your hand out. I'm also fine if you just don't. I don't know. That's why I am.
Yeah, so the two lines are you get this out, and then if... I think it's a little bit better to have this thing flip than it would be to have this out, so I do actually like flipping it this turn, or this turn sequence. That way we get to choose next turn. You know, if we draw something better in Cincian Keeper, like our Mythic, then that's sweet. And if not, we'll just play it out next turn. And plus, he might have a card in hand. Well, no, that's not what happened.
I just like playing the Keswick Prowler. There's no need to overextend into anything crazy.
I'm not too worried about anything crazy. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to attack. I might attack with the 2/4 only. In which case I should have done that before I cast this, but... This might make his blocks change too. Yeah, I think we're going to send in with the 2/4. Just don't have any clues in the deck. If I'm fine with trading this for anything. Yeah, there you go. Feels correct when they don't block. Oh, man.
Not even gonna bluff that land.
Whoa. All right. I mean, I was definitely in a winning position, but that feels a little premature. Don't. Opponent has a few things they need to probably clean up.
Maybe he knew the contents of a deck. Maybe he just had all lands left in his deck.
He's watching the stream that we're not currently streaming. Is there anything we want to change? So, saw a couple of some white stuff, some enchantments. Deck didn't seem great. Probably glad he doesn't have this priest. Could get the cultist staff in here. I wouldn't hate that. Everything's pretty much on the ground. Did show Dawn Griff. There was that Grispoon going around. Is that enough to go watch from the web? Probably not. You think my Manacasm is still better in cultist staff here?
I think it is, but you can go with whichever way you want.
I'm just asking your opinion. I'm leaning that way too, but if you thought it's definitely...
No, I'm not leaning. You know me. I never lean anyways.
Yeah, this thing's a little better when we have flyers, but still do a pretty good job punching through his board, it looks like. Evercool's Evangel is definitely something to keep an eye on. Hopefully we can keep it in check. On the draw again. This is fine. Have a turn 2 play, 2 lands. We'll draw some more lands. Not the most amazing cards, but not the worst either. He needs to play a land. Alright, he got there. Pass turn. Right. No turn 2 play, it looks like. Draw another 2 mana spell. So I think we would be fine for a turn, maybe 2, if we don't get a land here. Certainly not too interested in using a
No.
spell to kill that. Let's get the 2 damage in. And pass. If he tries to prey upon or something, we have a little bit of insurance against that. Sure.
I would consider it on that thing.
Yeah, I'm going to if I don't draw a land.
Even if you do, I'd still consider it. I don't know.
Oh, drew the land.
But I think it's probably Bloodbriar.
So I think I just think it's Bloodbriar over Howlpack Wolf? Just because
Yeah.
you want to trade that. Yeah, that makes sense. You want to do that and not attack, so that way we have a blocker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That way, if he swings in, he's willing to trade his Fiendbinder, and or he has a trick.
yeah, I agree. It's a little better. I thought about just getting aggressive and playing the wolf out. Like that's certainly a line we can take. Just go ahead, put him to 16 or trade, and then drop a 3/3. But this is going to become a 3/2 that we're going to have to deal with at some point. So I think posturing back a little bit might be correct. Yeah, we do have this 5/3 though that has to attack. It may be better to take the offense here. If we weren't missing land
Maybe
drops.
that guy might not have to attack. We can always sacrifice him and pump up our Bloodbriar.
That's also true. Yeah, it's not great. I mean, just hopefully we're the ones that have the spells that matter this game. We do need to hit some lands. Ugh. All right. Don't think I'd just say pass here.
Yeah, I like that. You can aim high your Bloodbriar and trade off with his it.
But if he has something, I'm so far behind. I think I'm supposed to play a wolf out.
You think okay? I mean,
So like I'm going to take a hit for 4, but I think I'm fine with that. I got the creature out on the board. I don't get into this dance of like who's going to play what spells. Because then I'm just trading aim high and Bloodbriar for the trick in his hand. I mean, at some point, a trick in his hand is going to be good. But also, if he just swings out with everything, I just have another blocker. Yeah, I like Wolf a little bit better. It's also a better use of our mana. We got to keep that in mind at this point in the game. Yeah, I mean, it's possible there's no trick in hand and you just rely on this and I would get to get him. But it's not clear that he'd want to chump attack that in when he could just, with the other line, he could just attack with this. Yeah, it's unfortunate. This is probably a trick of some sort. I would have blocked the 2/3 or tapped the 2/3 if I were him. May have something that only gives 1 toughness. Could have like a clear shot, but that's not a card we're beating anyway, so we're not going to try to play around that.
so I like blocking the Hunter.
Yep.
And an insect.
Yep, I agree. Don't want to trade this yet. We are still tenacity.
No.
Borrowed grace.
Borrowed grace.
Yeah, that's pretty bad for us. All right, we're at 6. I drew a land. 5, we're at 6.
We're just dead, right?
No, we're not just dead. So I can go Rabbit Bite, attack for 3. Let him attack in, aim high, kill off his 4/4, go to 1.
All right. Let me stop you there.
But then what do we?
What are you blocking with?
Ah, good point. Yeah, it doesn't work. So barring that, I could play out the It of the Hearts for him, but then he gets to tap. 1/1, 1/1, 2 chump blocks. Actually, I could 3, 4, 5, go to 1. I have a 4, 4. Then I can untap. Rabbit Bite, kill is 3, 2. Play something. If I hit a land, man, no, I think I'm snookered.
That's what I see.
Did we cast it? We cast Into the Heartsworm last game, right? No.
Yes, we did. We sacrificed the guy. He pacifism.
Right. All right. So I'm going to play land, attack for 3. Then make him do it. So I'm not so much in the never concede camp that I'm willing to show him things I haven't shown him yet when it's hopeless. But I do think conceding there gives away too much information. Well, that's the wrong creature to put it on because he could just kill me if you put it on a token. But this is how we lose. Not like this. A little unfortunate. I think if we hit our land drops this game, we're in it. Bar Grace would be hard to beat. But we could have like maybe set it up where we had aim high available to us. Oh, certainly one
I don't think we were going to win after we messed that land drop, so I don't think it mattered too much.
Starting to think about game 3 a little bit here. Yeah, I think we keep it the way it is on the play. Let's hopefully hit our lands. Could go on the draw against him. He's actually not particularly aggressive. Whoa!
Hey, he's showing us all the hits.
Man, all these still got him. I mean, would not advise you, in the same vein of what I just told everyone, wouldn't advise you showing your opponent that you have this. Not in game 2, unless you're already up a game. Maybe if it was game 3, I'd be okay with that. Just be like, hey, check out this money I just also opened. All right, well, God, there's not much I can do about it. Anyways, that might be a good enough reason to bring Watcher in the Web. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably bring that in.
Probably take this out, just because he has a flash flyer he could bring in the block.
Maybe.
Maybe it's a maybe, but I guess I could take out Innkeeper or Gorgers. Probably,
I would. I mean,
maybe Grafmal.
yeah, I'd probably take out one of the 2/3s or 2/4s.
Well, the 2/4 is actually pretty good against him. Probably the Bloodbriar.
Yeah.
Okay. Certainly fine with this. So we'll probably get to have the option again to hit something for 4. He's definitely didn't show us too many. Excuse me, guys. Too many creatures with 3 or less toughness that were must kills besides the Evangel. Do need to make sure we don't go too late with it just because of that Avacyn. But probably looking to kill a lifelink guy or an End of the Heartswarm or something.
Maybe. If he ever looks like he's going to have Avacyn, we can always wait to kill Avacyn with it.
Yeah, that's true too. Fortunately, our opponent's taking a little bit of time here. Feed their cat again, I guess. But it is what you sign up for when you play Magic Online. There is no 90-second rope. Or 95 seconds, I think it technically is. All right. Hopefully that's all the lands we draw for a little bit, but still fine. Haven't seen Gnarlwood Dryad yet, though. We haven't been close to Delirium either. No, right on time. Still a 6-mana 4/4 with a relevant ability. Better is sweet.
Yeah, I think he's good. I'll draw him at any point in the game.
Yeah.
It's not like we don't have things to do with our mana. So.
Yeah, exactly. But we didn't have things to do with our mana first.
Maybe it's just me, but I'm not too worried about 3/2s.
Well, this does blink a removal spell at some point. I could Prowler and Prey upon it. Get the trigger. I mean, Prey upon with my 1/4, obviously, but
Yeah, if you want.
yeah.
I just like playing Solitary Hunter. But yeah, you can do that.
If he just goes 1/2 next turn, and then we get in this awkward thing where like we remove this, and he gets to make a 3/2 with it anyways, and he gets to get all
Yeah,
that value. Yeah,
it's fine.
I think I need to do this now. Thinking about the worst case scenario, but I think we have the luxury of doing that right now. Getcha. Also thought about possibly attacking, seeing if he blocked, and then getting to go upstairs as incendiary flow, but I think I like keeping incendiary flow a little bit more than the prey upon. So we're just not going to have too big of things for a little while, and actually doesn't look like our deck matches up too well against them for prey puns, because the threats are the bigger things. I mean, this prey pun would be good for the 4/4 versus 3/4, but as it stands, we can answer that now. All right. So I think I like, he's missing land drops. I think I like playing out the Solitary Hunter, but I am going to attack first. Puncturing Light? Blessed Alliance.
Ooh, get the tough decisions.
I'm just going to sacrifice this.
Okay.
It's just that I think we're on the a little bit of an aggressive footing here, so just keep the bigger creature. Now, if next turn he goes like Choking Restraints on our Solitary Hunter, I can make an Into the Hard Swarm. That's awesome. Guess you could have Silver Strike here.
I think you probably would have cast Silver Strike last turn, try to get as much value out of Blessed Alliance as possible.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. All right. Probably supposed to do this pre-combat in case he has Puncturing Light. That was a mistake. I'm going to go
You're
ahead.
still not going to do it?
No, I'm going to do it.
Do it.
Yeah, I don't want to compound my mistakes. It's too big a mistake if he doesn't have it to not do it, but I'm just pointing out that I made a mistake there. I'm going to play this land out. Might want to play all my lands out to hard cast this guy, theoretically. I think most likely result is, yep, that we win the match. Well, that's a little unfortunate for our opponent. I would, have preferred to play out a game. Obviously, I prefer to win too, but I like to do it in a fun way. We were drawing pretty well, it looks like. So. All right, so that's round one, and we'll be back shortly for round two.